So today we're talking about painting bravely and how you're going to become a much better painter if you do. About a year ago I came across this channel called 3D Printed Tabletop. It was run by this super friendly guy called Danny, the 3D Printing DM. I just got super pumped about starting to print my own 3D printed stuff, and I would probably say he's the main reason why I actually ended up buying a 3D printer. I've now had my 3D printer for over a year, and since I started the YouTube channel, I actually got in touch with Danny. He's like the friendliest guy you could ever meet, and he told me about this Kickstarter that's coming up and told me he wanted to send me some stuff. So he sent me this box with miniatures from the Kickstarter, and I'm really pumped about seeing what's inside. So let's open it up and see if we can find something fun to paint with this 3D printed stuff, and I'll show you whatever I'll do with it. Let's see. So first off, I just wanted to say that these minis look so good. The bugbear is definitely my favorite out of these two guys, but the lizard guy looked pretty awesome as well. And this is just a few of the miniatures that you can get on the Kickstarter. And if you want to know more about the Kickstarter, I put the links in the description down below, and there's just so much in there. I'm not gonna go into detail, but if you're interested, you have a 3D printer and you want miniatures and terrain, just go check that out. The Kickstarter is named The Lost Adventures, and in there it's mainly for role-playing, so you have stuff for Dungeons and Dragons and similar games. And this is actually the first time that I hold some miniatures printed with the Anycubic Photon, and oh my, I can tell you that these look pretty swell. Usually I print myself, but with a PLA printer, so it's not with resin as the Anycubic Photon has, so the difference in quality is quite amazing. And to have this printable in your home at any time, that's just insane if you ask me. So guys, while I'm painting this bugbear, I just want to talk with you a little bit about how you easily can improve by trying new stuff and experimenting more with your miniatures. And this is something that I want to get better at as well. So I see this video kind of as a reminder to myself that I need to be happier in just testing stuff out and just trying and experimenting more. So to kind of get back to myself and how I kind of feel like I get stuck in routes where I feel like I don't develop anything, or I just do the same thing over and over between every miniature that I do. I do this because it's kind of a safe space for myself. Like, I know how to paint the orc skin, I know my colors that I use for painting regular Caucasian skin, or maybe brown hair, for example. I have these kind of go-to tricks that I often do that I know work and that I know look good. But if I just keep doing these things over and over again, I will never develop. I will never become a better painter. I will never try stuff out that will make people go, wow, that's something new, that's incredible. So something that I've been trying to kind of applicate into my painting is that for every miniature that I paint, I try one new technique, or I try one new set of paints, or I try just something new with every miniature that I do. Unfortunately, from time to time, I don't follow my example, and right now I've kind of been in that place for at least a month and a half, maybe since I started the YouTube channel. Because I want to produce high quality stuff, and I haven't exactly had a lot of time with the new baby and the channel just exploding over just 2 months to over 10,000 followers. But I want to become a better painter, and just one of my life goals is to get one of these major prizes like a golden demon, for example. That's a dream for me. So how do I get there if I don't improve? Well, to be honest, I probably won't. So I saw this bugbear as a prime chance of just going nuts and trying stuff out. I've had this set from Vallejo that I bought maybe 4 months ago, and I just wanted to try to paint some pale flesh and some almost like dead skin. I just never even opened the box. today was a perfect chance. I just opened it up, followed the instructions in the book, which color is perfect for mid-tone and which is good for shade and which is good for highlight. And I just applied it for the skin. It looks really good. It was like 5 seconds to open the box, and maybe, I don't know, painting the skin maybe took half an hour. I already learned something new. And if I haven't tried this, I wouldn't have known that maybe I wanted to use more of the shadow tone in a larger area and using the highlights even more focused on like the highest points. So whenever I would have been painting, say, a competition piece or something that I would use for the display case, I probably would have failed with that miniature and would have to redo that miniature. And when I do those, it usually takes me a lot more time than when I do something like this, just like a regular good-looking miniature. So this was a prime example of just trying something out, something new that I haven't tried, color variations that I haven't tried before. And that was just the start. I then started trying out different stuff with the bugbear's hair. I started with a dark purple and went up to pink and then highlighted it with a super bright pale flesh tone. And I kind of came to the conclusion that I didn't like that super much. I mean, it looks kind of cool, it fits with the miniature, but I probably won't do it again. And the same thing applies here. If I didn't try it, I wouldn't have known that I didn't enjoy this combination that much. And when I had painted this much with just new techniques, I just felt like I have to do the rest of the miniature with stuffs that I haven't done in a long time, or stuff that I want to improve or never even tried before. So I tried with some of the contrast paints that I've been wanting to try but never did before. I tried the Citadel technical paint, Nihilak Oxide. That's another one of these that I've had at home for, I don't know, almost a year, and I've never used it. And those of you who watched my miniature painter's mailbox video know that I got some inks from Green Stuff World, and I love using inks. They just give so much color vibrancy and punch to miniatures. But since I got that like a month ago, I haven't even opened the boxes. Once again, they've been in my shelf, but I haven't had the time, or at least felt like I didn't have the time to try them out. So you'll see closer to the end of this video how I use 3 different of these inks to undershade the miniature, and it just gives so much life to the miniature. I just love that I finally tried them out. Another one of these paints that I've only tried a few times before was the Vallejo liquid gold color. And the reason for that is because it's alcohol based, so I can't use a wet brush that's been wet with water, and I have to clean the brush with alcohol. And it's just a bit of a pain in the ass to use that paint. But today is the day, and I just remembered how much I love this gold paint. When it comes to like real metallic metal, this just gives me so much joy. It like really looks like gold. Seriously, this is such a wonderful paint, and I'm so happy that I once again just brought out the color and did something that I haven't done in a long time. And I feel like I improved by doing this, because I tried shading it in a way I haven't done before, and I just learned so many new things with these paints, like how I feel like they work and where I can place them and how they really don't work as well. So maybe you're wondering, how does this apply to me? Well, I kind of want you to try something new out every week. I want to challenge you to maybe watch a video of mine, or watch a video of some other great painters like Miniac or Sam Lentz, or whoever you adore as a painter. One of my personal favorites is Sergio Calvo Rubio. Every time I watched his videos, I felt like, wow, this technique looks difficult, and how does he get that done so well so quickly? But once I started trying his techniques out, I started improving at such a rapid rate. I just did one technique per miniature, as I said, and for every miniature I did, I just got so much better. I started trying undershading and aftershading with the airbrush, and that was like an eye-opener for me. And as you can see in the end of this video, like when I use the Green Stuff World inks, it just makes the miniature pop so much. So try to find these different things where you feel like you can improve, whether it's non-metallic metal or true metallic metal, or color composition, or maybe it's basing. Challenge yourself, and you will find that you become a much happier painter, because it's so fun when you try stuff out and you actually see that it works. you will also become a much better painter, because when you try these new techniques and see what works and what doesn't, you can apply this to your next miniature and see that your skill just improves for every step you take, and maybe 5-6 miniatures down the road you will see that you're almost twice as good a painter as you were a month ago or 2 months ago. And I know this from personal experience that that is the quickest way to growth. And that is kind of what this channel is about. I want you to have the same journey as I've had, to go from a complete beginner to someone who feels like I can paint what's in my head. The visions I have, I can put them into a miniature. So, before I'm finished with this miniature, I want you to leave a comment down below and just tell me what your challenges are and what you're gonna do to try to improve with your next miniature. Maybe it's that new paint, a new brush, or a new technique that you're gonna try. Just let me know down below. So, when you've tried that new thing out, just tag me in a post or send me a photo on Twitter or Instagram so I can see how you guys felt like you improved from listening to my talk here. And seriously, don't be afraid of failing, because I failed just more than you can imagine. But for every time you fail, you've learned something that you can apply to your next miniature. I felt like I learned a lot. My recommendation to you is just paint bravely and have a lot of fun while doing it. And the miniature is done by using pretty much only completely new techniques, or using paints that I haven't used in a long time and applying them in different ways than before. To give you some extra motivation to follow up on this and to challenge yourself, I have 5 packs from Mini Natur with basing materials and grass tufts. In 2 weeks I will give away all of this to one of you who just leaves a comment who tells me how you're gonna improve yourself by challenging yourself and trying something new. If you want to know more about the Kickstarter The Lost Adventures, I put the link in the description down below. If you want to support me, you have my Amazon affiliate links down there as well. Just click the links, and whenever you shop something there within 30 minutes from clicking the links, I get a kickback from Amazon. And if you like this type of video, every week you have new hobby videos with painting tutorials or hobby tips. So hit the subscribe button on this side, click the bell icon, and you will be notified whenever I have a new video coming up. So with that said, I hope you learned something and that you have a great day. Bye.